How to choose a cruise. Taking a cruise is an excellent way to explore numerous destinations, engage in a variety of activities, and indulge in some much-needed rest and relaxation all in one trip. Selecting the perfect cruise, especially if you have never taken one, can appear to be a challenging undertaking. Fret not though, with the proper approach, you will be able to choose your cruise with relative ease. Method 1. Deciding on a destination. 1. Pick the time of year you want to travel. Cruises are available year-round. Your first step is figuring out when you would like to take cruise. Each destination has what is considered a high season and low season. Oftentimes, the summer months and around the holidays when children are out of school are high-demand travel months. There are, however, perks to taking a cruise during the lower season months. The high and low season months will vary between destinations. High season. The plus of traveling during the high season is that you will most likely have the best weather and the ideal conditions to go on excursions. The downside is that the high season is more expensive and a lot of times more crowded. If you are planning to travel during the high season, make your reservations further in advance. Low season. The plus side is that you will likely score a bargain deal on a cruise during the low season. The downside is that the low season typically implies that the weather could be less than ideal and conditions might not be the best for certain excursions like animal sightings, snorkeling, or fishing. 2. Search for ideal locations for the specific time of year. Once you decide when you can travel, you can start looking at places that are best to travel to during that specific time of year. Where it is high season one place, it is likely low season somewhere else. For example, the best time and weather to travel to Alaska is late June through mid-July. On the flip side, those same months are considered the low season for Mexican cruises due to the heat. If you are planning on doing more indoor activities, you might consider choosing a cruise that is operating during its low season, as you will likely find a cheaper ticket. If you are planning on taking a lot of excursions and engaging in outdoor activities, you will want to find a cruise that is available during its higher season to ensure the best weather and conditions. 3. Figure out how many days your schedule permits you to take off. Cruises range from a few days to a year long. If you only have a short amount of time, it is best to pick a destination in which you do not need to travel far. Unless you happen to live close to a major port, you will need to fly or drive first in order to catch your cruise. There are 24 major ports in the United States. If you live in Washington, it might be more time feasible to look for a cruise that leave on the western coast of the United States instead of flying all the way to Ft. Lauderdale, Florida. Method 2. Choosing features and amenities. 1. Look for a cruise with family-friendly amenities if you are traveling with kids. Family-friendly cruises provide an array of fun activities that kids can do on their own with other kids their age or that families can do together. A cruise can be fun for the entire family. For example, there are cruises that have family-sized staterooms with bunk beds, special meal times where kids can dine with their favorite Disney and DreamWorks characters, rock climbing walls, water slides, and Olympics-style competitions. There are a lot of kid-friendly cruises. Just search for that criteria and you check out the unique activities and programs that are offered. There will surely be a perfect match based on the ages and interests of your children. 2. Book a cruise line that is specifically for adults if you are not traveling with children or do not have children of your own. No one wants to go on a romantic getaway and spend the afternoon in a pool full of splashing kids. There are tons of different types of cruises. There are cruises specifically for singles, couples, senior citizens, business groups, religious groups, special interests, and more. You name it and there is probably a cruise for it. Search for adult only and/or your specific criteria for a list of great options to check out. Your search might look something like this. Adult-only cruise for honeymooners. 3. Decide what types of activities and excursions you might be interested in doing. Cruises offer a lot of onboard and off-board activities. Each cruise is different though. You want to make sure the cruise you take offers activities and excursions that you would potentially be interested doing. If you are interested in water activities, you will want to pick a cruise where the weather and water is warm. Caribbean cruises are ideal for those who want to spend their time poolside, in the ocean, snorkeling, deep-sea fishing, paddleboarding, and sunbathing. If you are interested in outings that include tours through ancient cities and wine tastings overlooking historical landmarks, the European cruise might be what you are seeking. If you want to marvel in the presence of giant glaciers and snowmobile over vast ice caps, an Alaskan cruise is calling your name. An example of a good internet search, kid-friendly Caribbean cruise. 4. Make a list of your non-negotiable features. It is your vacation and you should have everything you want and need. It is a good idea to think a little bit ahead about some of the features and amenities that are most important to you. This will help you narrow down your choices. Answering the below questions will point you in a better direction. Do you want to dress up every night or be able to wear jeans to dinner? Some cruises have a more formal dress code for dinner and events. How important is food? Are you looking for a culinary experience every night, or are you into more casual dining? There are cruises that are renowned for their exquisite dining options. Are you a night owl and want exciting entertainment and party options, or are you just looking to unwind and rejuvenate? Do you need babysitting and child supervision services? Do you mind crowds? If you are looking for a quieter and more intimate setting, a smaller cruise line might be a better option. On the cruise website, you will easily be able to find out what amenities and features are offered for the specific ship you are checking out. Method 3. Finding your best option for your budget. 1. Stick to your budget. When planning a trip, it is always a good idea to figure out how much money you can spend. Knowing your comfortable price range will be helpful when searching for your perfect cruise. If you are on a tight budget, you might want to avoid searching for luxury world-class cruises. You can find fantastic cruises that will meet your needs and expectations on a moderate budget. Decide the amount of money that you are putting aside just for this cruise. What's in your vacation fund? Stay as close as you can to that number when searching, planning, and booking your vacation. A vacation isn't supposed to be stressful. 2. Calculate the cost of getting to and from your cruise. Your cruise will not include the price of transportation to and from the port. If you are flying within the United States, a flight will typically range from $200 to $500. You might also need to stay the night in a hotel on the front or back end of your trip. Add these costs to your cruise price tag. 3. Acknowledge what is included and not included in your ticket price. Even if a cruise is advertised as all-inclusive, there will likely be some costs that you will incur. What is included and not included varies from cruise to cruise. Keep in mind that your overall price tag will be higher if you are paying for non-included food, drinks, services, and activities. It is better to know and be prepared than to be surprised when you get a bill. Accommodations, main dining room food, non-alcoholic non-specialty beverages, and onboard activities are typically included in the price of the cruise. Alcohol, spa services, specialty dining, gratuities, and off-ship excursions are typically not included in the price of the cruise. Method 4. Making your final decision. 1. Compare cruise lines. Once you have narrowed down your choices based on time of year, length of trip, traveling companions, important features, and price range, you can compare your choices side by side. Access the official websites of the cruises that you are interested in. Make a list of the pros and cons of each one. 2. Read reviews. The same way we use reviews when deciding on a hotel, restaurant, or even a movie, reading reviews of cruises can offer some valuable insight. See what others who have taken the cruise you might be interested in have to say about their experience. Use reviews as an additional insight, not as the ultimate source. Websites like Cruise Line and Cruise Critic are very useful when searching for cruise reviews. You can search reviews by cruise line or by ship. 3. Consult friends, family, and coworkers who have taken a cruise in the past. It is always nice to have some recommendations from people with whom you have a personal relationship. Experience often brings valuable tips and lessons. Asking those around you with cruise experience might save you a lot of time and the risk of choosing the wrong cruise.